back to another YouTube video. Obviously some of you guys have seen that video I just said I bought a new track toy. I needed a few little things for it to get some wheels, but basically I'm going to do the reveal now. The car's right over there in front of me, but yeah, here it is. Here's the little MX5 I've just bought. Yeah, I needed wheels. Basically I bought it had track tires on it, but they were fully shredded. I showed you, I put some clips in now. Basically they had no tires, so I couldn't drive the car or anything, so I managed to pick up some wheels. I got those 17s, and then I went to put some part 1 tires on. Yeah, I went to put some part 1 tires on, and basically what happened was I had a puncture literally the same day, which I was thinking I was given a bad tire, which just annoyed me. So I took these ones off. If you seen my welded diff 1.6 one, I had these wheels on there. So yeah, I basically kept the 17s on the back, 16s on the front, and yeah, I quite like the look of it. They don't look too bad. But yeah, from the outside, the inside and out is a fully built race car sort of thing. So it's got everything done to it. You can see it's got the splitters, it's got the GV style splitter, then it's got a plywood splitter as well. It's got like the tow hooks, it's got ducts, the vents in the bonnet. It is raining, it's not nice, it's not ideal, but basically it's got new discs all round, pads all round, it's got new brakes, it's got track discs, it's got exhaust system, it's got a spoiler on it. But yeah, I don't think this is real carbon, but it might be, who knows. The guy that built it, he done it fully built. But yeah, it's got a hard top on it, it's got the hard top spoiler, you can see it's stripped out on the inside, it's got a roll cage, it's got Sparko bucket seats. We'll go for a drive, I can't be bothered to show around. It's got Keys Racing steering wheel, but yeah, it's got the carpet, door cars have been stripped out, but yeah, you can see, get an idea, it's got the roll cage in the back, stripped out and everything, harnesses, harness bars, and yeah. Yeah, hold that. Basically, it is very, very wet outside, but yeah. Another problem is I can barely fit into this seat. It's a full bucket seat with the, I don't know what these are called, the headrest, the pillows. But yeah, you can see. You can basically see that it's fully stripped out and everything. So yeah, inside I'll give you a quick tour. It's on about 135k. I bought it on 134. I've done a couple of maybe 500 miles in it already. But yeah, Keys Racing steering wheel. It's got the bride thing, so basically I just pinched this trim bit out of another car to make it fit because it was quite rough. I should put some clips in first. But yeah, just to tidy up this, I was going to put a double din in. Basically I bought a donor car for some parts anyway. But yeah, because I need a new speaker as well, because this speaker down here is a bit dangly and it's a bit broken. It's got like the proper race style, well not race style, but you know, just make it feel more race car because race car. Just door straps. And yeah, that's it. So I'm just gonna buckle up in the harness and we will go for a quick drive. It's got the, oh yeah, I don't know if I just said, it's got LSD in it as well, so it's nice. It's got the Fuji diff. I don't know what sort of diffs they are, but basically, in a nutshell, it does spin. One thing I don't like, the rear view, can't see nothing out of it because the spoiler's there and the roll cage is there. And then also, yeah, steamed up. Is a Mark 1 hard top, so it's got no heated glass. But I'm doing crank up the heat. The heat works. I love MX5s, they got an amazing heater. But yeah, so it does drift as well. So yeah, we'll go for a quick drive. I don't know, should I just do a quick donut, burnout, whatever you want to call it? Oh yeah, it's got no power steering as well, which makes it annoying to drive. It's got no power steering, no ABS. Oh, I don't want to do it anymore. You don't want to drift anymore. So yeah, it does go. Is the 1.8 as well as 140 horsepower. It's low, it's not very low. I've had lower cars than this, like the 1.6 welded diff I had, that was a lot lower. But yeah, so it's got MyStar coilovers, which I've never had an MX5 with good coilovers. This, like I said, someone spent a lot of money on it. Yeah, so MyStar coilovers, the ride is nice. At the moment I've got crap tires on it, so I got elastic bands, especially on the front, they're stretched, but the fronts were never meant to go on the front, as in I bought the 17s for them. But anyway, yeah, so I'm off of these wheels, so what I just done as well, bought another set of wheels, but those ones have got semi-sticks. But anyway, yeah, here's the little MX5. Is a 1.8, don't know what trim spec it is, I don't know. I'm not really bothered what spec it is, because it's a race car, so the extra spec, like the heated seats you'll get, electric windows. I mean, yeah, the window switch died on me the other day. I was using the car, and yeah, thankfully the window is up when it died. And then if you show that window there, like this is how slow the passenger window comes down, and then going up is slow. Like look, it takes forever. But yeah, so other than that, I ain't worried. I mean, it's quick enough, and the guys genuinely used it on a couple of track days as well. It's been looked after. There's no paperwork or anything, which I ain't worried about. Because it drives, it goes as it should, stops as it should. But yeah, no, here's the car. What I want to do is go somewhere open where we can potentially drift. Because there's enough space for places where we can do donuts and burnouts. But yeah, because it's got no power steering, the steering is genuinely quite heavy. Because I've been driving it for a little while now already. How long have we had it? A week? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? 4 weeks now maybe? We bought it just before Christmas. Maybe way before, maybe December 1st. I don't know. But basically, say it's been a month now. So I've been using it for work. I've done deliveries in it. Oh yeah, I've been doing deliveries in this. I've been using the car for doing deliveries. So yeah, you can see, here's my Deliveroo receipts. Just Eat. But yeah. So yeah, I'm doing deliveries in this as well, and it is insane, literally. And I'm starting to, the power steering delete is starting to grow on me, because it gives you more feel for the steering, but it's horrible like in traffic. Parking up is a nightmare as well. Another thing I don't like, usually I could be eating at the wheel, but I can't do that anymore, which is annoying. Basically, I've got to pay attention when I'm driving now. Similarly, in the wet, yeah, I've experienced when I'm going a bit spiritedly, because I've driven welded diff, which is basically no ABS, but I've always been cautious when I'm driving them, but even though I've ragged them, but still. But yeah, so this no ABS has caught me out 1 or 2 times, but now I'm starting to, actually no, I think I would much rather have ABS, but it's starting to make me drive differently. And before, I just use the brakes and make the advantage of the ABS system, but now, one thing everyone's always told me, Dad's always told me and everything, you don't brake in the bends, you brake on the straight, and then, you know, you don't brake in the bends, do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's starting to make me a better driver in that way. But yes, with the heavy steering, you don't just be lazy with the steering anymore, and you're more smoother. You're not like turning unnecessarily, do you know what I mean? Now you're keeping like the straightest line, which basically is the fastest line. So yeah, no, it is nice all round. But yeah, in terms of other things around the car, we have no fuel, as always. Temperature gauge, there's another gauge at the top. I don't know what that is. Maybe is that like an oil pressure or something? Oil temperature. But in the car, it's been deleted, and they put an electronic gauge. I think it's a battery gauge, but it's never worked since I've had it. You know what I do? I've showed you around the car. We'll go for a quick hoon up and down the ring road, and then let's just go around all of these cars. And yeah, that's it really. this car don't have a fuel light, and look how low it's gone right now. So yeah, we really need fuel urgently. Another thing, in terms of mileage, yeah, so that's how much mileage I've done since I bought the car, and that's why I was saying in the EP3 video I like having 2 trip computers. But anyway, yeah, so we've done 500 miles since we bought the car, 551, and then in this tank, basically I tanked it up full tank. In the last tank I've done 205 miles, and that I can say that's inaccurate because look how low it's gone. So I've literally used up every last amount. Alright, cool. So basically, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I done a quick walk around. I will do a full spec and show you around the car, tell you exactly what sort of mods I got, if there's any issues I found with the car so far. I mean, like the fuel light I ain't worried about, but yeah, no, I'll run through like the full spec list and show you better pictures like the engine bay, the exhaust system. We'll talk about that and whatnot, and yeah, I'll do that when the weather's a lot nicer, because at the moment the weather is like tipping it down. But yeah, I did get a few pulls, so you get to hear what the car sounds like, see how slow it is. Basically, it's just an MX5. Obviously, with the 2-litre Type R I've been driving, this ain't that fast. I mean, it is NA, there's no VTEC or anything, it's very linear, which makes it feel quite slow. And that's what I think a lot of MX5 owners experience, that they've driven something which has, they've either come from a diesel or driven something with a little bit more power that's not exactly linear power. But because this is linear power, yeah, it amplifies and makes it feel slower than it actually is. I mean, it is still rapid, it does shift. But yeah, no, I think that's why people literally just give a lot of, I don't know, hate towards MX5 being slow. But yeah, no, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what sort of stuff you want to see. And then hopefully, this is what I'm going to be starting to use. This is what I'm going to basically start to use on track. Hopefully, inshallah, we might be going on in February. And there's one more in March that I want to go to. I mean, there's loads of track days now that track season has started. But the thing is, I only want to go with like certain companies and whatnot, like Slip and Grip. I do really want to go with them, but like, they've only got the first one in Feb, and then the next one's all the way in like June, July, and then I don't want to wait that long. But yeah, and then I think they might have one in October or something, but they've only got 3 this year. So yeah, I do want to try to get a few track days in. But yeah, let me know what sort of videos you want to see, and then yeah, make sure you subscribe and check out my other videos as well. Thank you for watching. Oh, look at the exhaust. G-shooter. He got little weenie.